Hey everybody, Chief Chuck. Hey, wanted to take a minute and announce a new project I'm going to do on YouTube. This came to me as we were on a DM the other night on Twitter with a group of folks that I know. And I made a comment in response to a statement, and I referenced an old sea story I had. I'll tell you what sea stories are in a minute. But it got me to thinking, I've got a lot of stories over 24 years in the Navy, a couple of years in the Army, and then, dang, almost 20 years afterwards in civilian government life and just being me. So before I get any older, and you guys that are getting older, you understand what I'm talking about, we get inflicted with CRSA. Can't remember shit anymore. So before I get to that point to where I have that a lot, I want to be able to relay my stories to not only you folks, but I want to leave an archive for my family in the future so that one day when I'm dead and gone, my stories remain. And I'm too lazy to write, and quite frankly anymore, this is the way to do things. So I'm going to put them out there. I'm going to put them on the website. We'll archive them. We'll do it through my Substack. I'll let you know when they come out, and of course they'll reside here on YouTube. But it's really just a way to tell some stories and entertain you, give you a little perspective on life as well, the lessons that I learned from that. Some lessons are the lesson themselves. Just don't be stupid. But yeah, we want to do that. And so to caveat that, I want to tell you, first of all, sea stories are going to be a little spicy sometimes. You got to remember the context. We're in 2023. This was 1980s. 1990s. And while for me that just seems like 10 years ago, I realize now that it's well over 20, almost 30 years ago, 40 years ago in some cases. So you got to remember, in the political correctness scheme and the wokeness of today, what the stories I tell of what we did are not a suggestion, they're more of a warning. Don't go out and try to do them. But just take the humor from it, and if I offend you, well, then you shouldn't be subscribed to this channel, and I totally understand if you go your way. But these stories help make me who I am. They've made me a better leader, a better person. They've given me a legacy to pass on to my kid, and a legacy to pass on to you as well. So with that, remember, they're going to be spicy. You probably need a parental warning. I'll use sailor language, and then again, some of the things that we did would probably blow your skirt up today. So the way that I plan to do this is we're going to take them in chronological order. I'll go back to the days that I started in the Army. That's right, I was in the Army. Some of you guys know that. And then what I'll do is expand through the years from really the early 80s into today. So while I say they're going to be chronological, don't expect it to be perfectly in chronological order. Full disclosure, some of you have read these before on my Substack and on the webpage that I wrote sea stories and started in the process of a book. Hint, that's probably where this will wind up one day. So come along, sign up, enlist, come on board, put your scallywag scurvy asses down and get ready for some stories. So we're going to have a good time. I'll let you know when they're coming out. I just wanted to give you a heads up. Other than that, I'm hoping you're having a great day. I hope you're learning to lead forward, and I'm hoping that you will always remain semper fortis, always strong.